Consent that my statement be entered in the record in full.
No objection.
I support equal compensation for men and women and our nation's laws that are in place to ensure women are not discriminated against in the workplace. Where lax enforcement of our laws may exist, Congress should fulfill its duty and its role in conducting proper oversight. And I appreciate the Chairwoman's sponsoring of this hearing today. Back home, we have a number of women entrepreneurs, women in management, women in the workforce who talk to me mainly today about jobs, the economy, and about stretching their family budget farther. They are concerned about this economy. They have seen since the beginning of the year, our economic growth in the country has dropped by 2/3. We are beginning to stall out again in our recovery. At a time when we ought to be adding jobs, we're continuing to lose them. Small businesses are not hiring, they're continuing to lay off. And consumer confidence is at an 18-month low. We've given back all the consumer confidence from the last year and a half. The stimulus has not worked to jumpstart the economy, certainly has not worked to restore consumer confidence. And businesses are holding, many of them, led or with women in key management positions, are holding on to more than $2 trillion of cash that ought to be going toward rehiring the old workers, hiring new ones, making new investments, adding that new sales force. They're not doing that. And what they tell us, both small businesses and large, that they're frightened by what they see coming out of Washington these days. They see continued talk of higher taxes, more regulation. They're concerned about the health care bill driving up health care costs, its impact on their small businesses, very concerned about higher energy prices from cap and trade. And now they're facing in January 1st, a nearly $4 trillion tax bomb that will go off affecting every person in America. Families who are trying to balance their budgets, small businesses who are trying to survive this recession. We see women are now the fastest growing. I was a Chamber of Commerce executive before coming to Congress, so got to see firsthand how women are the leading entrepreneurs among our small businesses. Women and minority-owned businesses are really the catalyst for new small business creation in this country. They are, for the first time as a generation, building wealth, and they're concerned about the death tax coming back, springing back to full life January 1st, which will make it very difficult for them to pass their small business and their wealth back down to their children and their grandchildren. I don't know how anyone believes that the way to jumpstart our stalled economy is to heap new taxes on the very professionals and small businesses most critical to a recovery. It doesn't make economic sense. I don't think refusing to hold a vote, just a straight up or down vote, on extending the tax cuts, so there is not a tax increase on professionals, small businesses, on capital gains, on dividends. I just think leaving Congress without letting the will of Congress be held and be known, to put lawmakers on the record of whether they support these tax increases or not, whether they're serious about jump-starting the economy, I think really is irresponsible. I'm hopeful that maybe this hearing, maybe others, where we feature, again, the challenges of women in the workforce, of building wealth, of retaining their hard work and being rewarded for it. I'm hopeful perhaps any effort we can make to encourage an up or down vote this week before we leave, I think would be helpful. With that, I yield back.